paw. Paws up. Where's Meredith? She got the cobra paws up. I love it. I love it. That's a long story. Ask your upline about it because they found out about it in Switzerland. Long story. All right, guys. So today I'm super excited. I get to tell you guys about goal setting. And, I'm not, I need a clicker, little clicking device. Yes. So if you guys don't mind, just make it to the next slide until I get one. Next slide. Okay. So look, before you guys run from this, I'm just here to tell you one thing. Before you run from the goal setting, I'm not here to give you guys hype. That is not my style. I'm a very strategic person. I like saying, hey, this is how you're going to do it. Not just you can do it, because there's a lot of great leaders that are great at telling you you can do it, right? And it's encouraging and I love it. But I'm more of I need to know from A, B, C, D how I'm going to achieve things. So unless you guys don't want more money, go ahead and leave. If you want more money, stay in the room. So I'm going to teach you guys how to properly goal set and why you guys should goal set with historical data that's going to explain why it's important and the system behind how you should properly do it if you want to find success in goal setting. Because a lot of people know there's people that goal set and then nothing happens. And then there's people that goal set and they achieve all their dreams. There's a system to it. There's a science to it. So to start, I want everybody here to write down your goal. And maybe even tell the person next to your goal in under 5 seconds. People in the chat, write it in the chat. There's going to be a reason why you write down your goals. And don't say I want to grow my business. More than that. I want to know more. What do you want to grow? What do you want to do? So proper goal setting for success. So there's a few key factors that matter when you're goal setting. The difficulty or ease of the task, right? And let's just start with that. We all know that we're not out here pulling weeds we're having a conversation. We've been doing that since we were kids, right? Having a conversation, it's not that difficult, right? The difficulty of the goal itself. And you heard a lot of leaders say, make the goal difficult. Well, there's actually science behind that to prove that having a difficult goal will actually increase your odds of success substantially. If you make it too easy, you're not going to succeed. Sorry, it's the truth. Now, the framework of the goal planning, meaning the structure, how you're going to structure your goal, how you create the plan, that's important. The commitment of the individual. Obviously, everybody here is pretty committed. You flew here, you drove here. You're committed, right? Are you committed? There we go. All right. And then if you're getting feedback, Steve and Gina have given me feedback since day one. They knew I was not a network marketer. Thank God they did. Mike and Sahi, thank God they did. And I even talk to SPDs now, or I guess not SPDs, executives and presidentials, and they give feedback to each other, right? We talk to each other. Hey, I'm having this struggle. What do you think, right? Feedback's really important. And that the person has the ability and the resources to achieve the goal. We all have it, right? We have the pro system. We have thisisitteam.com. We have the YouTube channel. We have school. I can go on for probably a minute telling about all the resources that they've worked so hard to create. So we already know that the resources are there. And we all have the ability. Here in this room, who has 2 ears and a mouth? Yeah, so we have the ability, right? We have the ability to do it. So there's 4 goal mechanisms that are very important when you are focusing on achieving your goals. Direction, energy, persistence, and strategy. And I'm telling you guys about these because these things are what has been proven over years are the most important things when it comes to goal setting. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about each one. I'm going to try and go through them. So take pictures of the information. It'll be a little bit better for you guys. So goals direct attention towards goal-relevant activities, right? Income-producing activities and away from distractions like scrolling on social media and looking at cute little kittens, right? It's fun. It's cute. But when you have a goal, your mindset is different and your brain only has the ability to do so much and to focus on so much. So when you have a focused goal as opposed to a vague intention, right? That's why I said put your dreams in there, your goals in there. I want to grow my team. That's not a goal. I will personally enroll 3 new partners this month by booking 2 opportunity presentations. That's a goal, right? That is specific. I know what I'm going to do. I have a task attached to it. It's very different. And that's what you guys need to do. Now, what's changing, right? My focus is now on goal relevant activities, not distractions. So your actions start to align with growth, not just activity. Does that make sense, right? You have a focus on what you're doing. So now everybody write down the task you're going to do to achieve your goal. Everybody got a pen? Write it down. And people in the chat, tell me the task you're going to do. Is it going to be, I'm going to now, instead of speaking to 3 people a day, I'm going to go out, I'm going to try and talk to 5 people with intention. It doesn't mean you're just saying, hey, put on a patch, right? It's just a conversation. You're meeting people. You're talking. What is it you're going to do? Maybe you haven't started doing your own presentations yet. Maybe I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to tell my upline, I want to do 5 slides on the next call. I want to start getting involved more, right? So you're goal setting, you're saying your declaration. And the reason I'm telling you to write it down and tell people next to you and put it in the chat, say what your goal is because there's actually science behind saying it out loud and telling somebody. It's like people then expect you to do it. And it forces you, like, do you really want to say, oh, I didn't hit my goal I told you about? And then they say, how's it going? And you're like, well, what happened was I got busy. Really? We're all busy. Come on. Like you feel like you have to. But then you look at energy, right? Oh, did I go too fast here? Sorry. No, I didn't. Ha. Kidding. All right. Oh, I don't know what I did. There. Thank God I'm pretty. Okay. Always got those. If this doesn't work out, right? So goals create energy. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. All right. Real world example, guys. I like to say this is at conferences. We come here, we get excited. Everybody's like, wow, I'm going to do so many awesome things. I'm going to conquer the world. Right? How many people have attended a conference? This is a conference. More hands. Come on, don't lie. I see you. I know you. Okay? Right? People are excited. They leave energized. They're like, heck yeah, I'm going to take over the world. But there's 2 different types of results that come from it, right? Because the energy is real. The belief is real. I talked to Michael and Michael's like, I'm excited. I'm ready to go. Me and my wife are going to own this, right? And you believe in it. You're excited about it. But what happens next is really up to you and proper goal setting, right? So you have group 1, energy goes to momentum, goes to growth, right? These people take the conference energy and try and attach it to clear goals. It's very different. Not just, I want to grow my team, right? Big goals, big dreams, specific, right? So it turns excitement into action, right? Group 2, and these people aren't bad people, by the way. They're great people. I've done it too. I've left to conventions and had goals and didn't follow through. Right? We're all not perfect, right? And these people leave just as excited, but they work hard for a few weeks. They say, I'm going to hit these amazing goals. And then all of a sudden, life got busy. You know, my kid had their 2-year-old birthday party and it was just so much party planning. I'm like, huh? Right? My kid had soccer. Okay, there's so many single moms that do it all. My mother was a cop, a chief of police for Baltimore City, was in law school and raising me and my sister. Okay? Come on. And in Baltimore City, like, of all places, like, it wasn't easy. And she did it. So the busy stuff, if you actually have real goals set, you won't allow yourself to say, I got busy, because we all get busy, right? So it's not that those people are bad or anything like that. They just, you know, they basically, they didn't lack motivation. They didn't tie their energy and excitement to specific goals with clear timelines, right? Because what was Steve also talking about? Making it fast, moving fast. They have to define their actions, the pro system. We have an amazing system. You got to just use it. Like, you're not reinventing the wheel. Every person says it, but it's the same thing. So energy without direction will dissipate. It will die. It's going to the grave. If you don't have a strategy, a plan set up, all of your excitement, all of your joy, and you saying, I'm going to do so amazing, will go away. So you need to understand that motivation and excitement, they're powerful, but they're temporary, okay? So goals are what capture energy and convert it into real results, okay? Persistence. So this is basically time and endurance, and I know Janine also talked about it not that long ago. I can't remember which convention, but we're talking about grit, right? So when you have persistence and you have the time and endurance to run, goals increased persistence. People stick with the daily task even when they have trouble and they're being told no differently when they have a goal and it's specific. You don't care if you get told no. You're like, whatever, I have a goal. I'm going. I have a dream. I'm going for my big dream. And I have real income producing activities that I've attached to that dream. So the goal has to be challenging and it has to be short term, only because science actually proves that a challenging short term goal breeds success. Who wants success? That's it? If you're in the chat and you want success, say success. Come on, guys. Okay, so strategy. This is one of the most important parts of the business when you're getting your goal setting going. So no goal, no strategy. I'll just post on social media. You know, Kendall does it, and she gets like all these cool responses. I'll see what happens. That's not a goal, right? That's just, I hope, kind of, should, maybe, coulda, woulda, I don't know. But I will build a $10,000 a month organization, not an income claim, in 12 months by posting on social media 3 times a day, patching 5 people a day, having real intentions, following up with people. Do you see the difference, guys? It's dramatically different. So how aggressive are you guys going to pro? How aggressive are you going to patch, follow up, revisit, show the opportunity, right? It's okay if people say no, but how aggressive are you going to be about it? Because the more you do it, the better you get at it. I was horrible at this when I first started. I couldn't believe that they had me do an opportunity call. I was like a month in, I was like, oh, right? But I got better. And now here I am on stage, and sometimes I wonder why. No kidding. So what changes here? You begin to basically learn how to do better at follow-up, learn how to do better presentations. You evolve from trying to actually building strategically a business. It's very different. Hi, baby. Now, here's your strategy. So take pictures. I'm going to kind of run through it because I don't want to take all day on this. But you're going to pick your outcome. What is the direction you're moving in? You need a direction. What is your direction? And I'm not saying this has to be them. These are just ideas, right? I want to be at $10,000 a month by December 31st. Right? Ooh, right? That sounds exciting. Make it specific and make it time-bound. And do short-term and long-term. Don't just do a long-term goal, because it's easy to procrastinate with long-term goals. I want you to define your 60-day target, right? We were talking about different targets and how to take the 8-week plan that Steve had also talked about and a few of the leaders had talked about, translate it into a 60-day goal that you can control. You can control. I'm going to enroll 10 brand partners in 8 weeks. Or I'm going to enroll 6 brand partners and 4 customers in 8 weeks. Whatever it is, it's your decision. You're deciding the commitment you're making to yourself. Okay? Then you're going to convert that into weekly numbers. Oh, I love when I see everybody's like phones go off. I feel so cool. That look good? Thank you. You take 10 brand partners in 8 weeks. That's a brand partner and a quarter. Like really weird numbers. So I had to put 5 every 4 weeks. I hope you're not just getting a quarter of a person. That'd be kind of weird. Right? Identify the actions that drive results. These are your daily pro behaviors, right? Patching, revisiting, opportunity. So you want to take your daily pro behaviors that create enrollments. You got to know what they are. You got to identify them. What's giving me results? You need to know what works for you, what doesn't work for you. So if I'm having 3 conversations a day and I'm not seeing momentum and growth, well, I got to look at that and say, I need to have 6. Right? You got to figure out what's working. If it's not working and you're just saying it's not working, well, what are you going to do about it? Right? So presentations per week, you might have to increase that. So you're going to set your daily and weekly activity goals. This gives you the energy and the effort we were talking about. Daily, what am I going to do? 5 intentional conversations. That doesn't mean I come up to you and say, here's a patch. You need to buy it right now. You need to do the opportunity. You need to get on a call. Like, God, easy. I'm just saying have a conversation. Hi, my name is Brooke. That wasn't hard. I didn't die, right? Have those and then follow-ups. I actually put more follow-ups than intentional conversations because a lot of times we're consistently following up with some people and we're just re-engaging. Do what you want. Weekly, 2 to 3 presentations, 1 to 3 new brand partners. This is how you capture the event energy and point it somewhere. Give it direction. And now you're going to build your strategy plan. This part, you answer these 4 questions. I cannot go through them because I want to be respectful to the next speaker. But what am I targeting? Or who am I targeting? Right? What is my main invitation? Is it a text? Is it a call? Where will I pursue my hot and cold market? We were talking about it earlier with Mike. I go to the gym. I go to a different gym. I go play pickleball. I do other things to get new people. Where are you going? Where's your direction? And how am I going to follow up in 2 days, 3 days, and 5 days? And then this is very simple. Create a simply weekly calendar. Sorry, I'm speaking fast. Create a simple weekly calendar. Figure out what you're doing. Hold yourself accountable. I love this because I call it persistence and accountability. But this part, it's like your insurance, right? My favorite part of the insurance, I'm going to skip through some of this, but add feedback and tracking through your upline, put accountability in place, choosing, do you have an accountability partner? Find the person next to you and say, hey, we're going to lock arms and we both have a goal. I'm going to hold you accountable. You hold me accountable. Okay. And then persistence insurance. I love this. So you're non-negotiable on your busiest day. What are you going to do? No matter what, even if you're on vacation, what is your non-negotiable minimum? And recommit monthly. We don't always hit goals. We don't always achieve everything. Even SPDs, even corporate, we miss the mark sometimes. Recommit every month. Know what you're re-going for. Upgrade your strategy. Tighten it up. And guess what, guys? Your business will skyrocket. That's all from me, guys. I hope